Wow, I'm in the wrong mode. Well, it's been a while, hasn't it? A couple things have changed. Yeah, it's going to be completely chain driven. I may have said that before. It's pretty much done. All I have to do is the suspension, and it is dark. Should have turned the light on before. Let's see if we can do a thing here. I'm messing with the camera. Anyway, all I have is suspension, chain. I'm counting the rear here as suspension. I have to even everything out, and then the jack shaft. It's just laying around here somewhere. What was I saying? Suspension, chain, paint, handlebars, seat. That's 6. The suspension is self-evident. The seat. Now, I'm a big guy, 6 foot. Not bragging, just saying. I thought that it wouldn't quite wouldn't quite, I don't fucking know how to talk. I don't know what I was thinking, to be honest. I welded everything up, oh, that was loud. I welded it up, everything, all final. And I ran into a problem here. You can see I'm gonna have a very little clearance. Very little. And here, I went ahead and dumbly, before I even sat on the thing, went and, you can't see because it's dark. Okay, I did a thing. I went and finish welded everything in here, which was really, really dumb. Because now I have to go and figure out how to move the entire assembly forward about that much, 3 inches. So I can reach the pedals properly. And then, as far as shifting goes, I'm going to have a shifter here, an actual rear axle from a bike. I'm looking for it. Okay, well, I have the actual thing somewhere, but I'm going to use a stand-in. This one spins, but the one I'm using won't. I'm going to weld it. Okay, so this will be in here. I'll have a 3-speed gear set in front, a 5, I think the one I have is a 5. A 5 in the middle here, and then there'll be a cog here, back to a 5-speed back here. So I'm going to call it a 3 by 5 by 5. 3 by 5 by 5. And everything's going to be solid. There will be absolutely no none of that noise. None of that. When I pedal backwards, the entire assembly will go backwards. When I pedal forwards, you get the picture. I hope. The handlebars. This isn't long enough, so I have to figure something out there. You know, it might be when I move the seat forward. It might be. I didn't think that through yet. What did I say? Suspension. I don't think I talked through that yet. In the front, I'm going to have these no lean, fancy schmancy, really nice. I'm gonna set them down so I don't make y'all sick, which I probably am anyway, because that's my reasoning. Get used to it. I'm gonna cut it in half here. That was a bug. I lost my train of thought. Here, here, and here. I'm gonna cut it off. So each of these is separate. Each cylinder is separate. This won't be here. None of that'll be here. And then in the front, both of these on either side will be in place, solid. I'll align everything, and then one cylinder will go on either side. So I still have room in the middle. Holy crap, I'm bad at filming. So I have room in the middle, and these might get chopped off eventually too, I don't know. So that my plow assembly can come through, up and over the tire, and also have a decent amount of steering. To take some of this, you can't see shit. And it's like there's a lot of bounce in the system, and I don't like that, especially because this is just angle and it's not a tube. So I'm going to take some of this tubing with a very, very, very flat beetle on it. Clean it up so it's paintable. Use my brand new Chinese drill press. Cut some holes in it so I can have some bolts running through and through this to stiffen everything up. And I might do something else too to keep things from snapping. I'm gonna clean this up. I guess you don't know. I'll figure something out to make this prettier. And for shifting, I'm gonna have a little bit of wire in here, probably from the shifter to right about here's. And then from there, it'll be all rod actuated. It'll either go in through, I don't know how to explain this in plain English. It's only my first language and only language. So I'll have a rod system running on, oh, the bike's falling over. Un momento. Shaky camera. Didn't you just say that English was your only fucking language? Bitch, why you lying? Alright, now I'm fighting with things. There. Find up. There we go. Now can you lean on that, please? Thank you. So I'll have a little bit of wire on either side running down to here. I'll have several different, just two, I think. No, it'll be three, because it'll be three separate shifting mechanisms. So one will probably start here, which will actuate this, or maybe not. No, for this one, I'll run wire all the way down from the shifter. And like normal, it'll be like normal here, where the end of the wire goes here, and then there's a little nut that clamps, and then that will be all wire. And then for the middle shifter, Right? That's how bikes work. I'll have to look at a mountain bike. But the middle and the back will have one side of the bike. So like, for example, this will be the middle shifting, and this will be the back. There will be 2 shifters and a clutch on that side, as well as a brake. There will be the front brake and this shifter on the right side. Now I'm saying clutch because when I pedal backwards, everything will move backwards. When I pedal forwards, everything will move forwards. There will be absolutely no coasting. Now, in order to coast, I am going to have an old school type, like Sound of Music. You know those bikes? There's one scene where they're all singing and riding down a road, and you can see the brake lever, and it looks like this, except it's smooth. This is a piece of rebar, and it's all shaped to the handlebars. Now, instead of, it's going to be sort of like that. Wire actuated. And I've not completely figured it out yet. But basically what's going to happen is when I pull that lever, it's going to take the chain off the chain ring. And it's going to move in sync with this. So no matter what gear I'm in, it'll take the chain off. And then when I disengage it, it'll clamp down on the chain so it cannot slip. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'll have, you know, in a derailleur, how there's these little itty bitty thingies in here? Ooh, nasty blister. Anyway, I'm going to have one of them here, just mounted. No, it'll have to be mounted in sync with this. Yeah, okay, so it'll be mounted in sync with the shifter here. I'll have another 2 here on expanding arms that automatically spring back when I let go of the clutch. So normally they'll sit like this. No, I'll have to have double. One on either side of the chain. So imagine there's a chain going from, just imagine there's a chain on this ring. There'll be a tiny little wheel here, 2 here, 2 here, on a system where you pull a lever up on the bar. Nope, there's the bar. And the 2 down here go from clamping the chain onto this. So say the chain will go out over that little wheel, all the way around, up in between those 2 wheels, and then out to there. And then when I go all southern with the accents, a hook, it'll pull it apart enough that when I'm slowing down and stuff, there will be no chain on this. So I don't have to... Okay, you know a children's tricycle? How the front wheel is directly attached to the pedals? And when they start going down a hill, they can't stop. That's what this is going to be like. And when I engage the clutch, would it be disengage? I think it would be disengage. It pulls the chain off of the motor, the power source, i.e. my legs, thus letting me come to a stop. And I also plan on getting a supermoto. If you don't know what that is, search Jake the Garden Snake. It's his blue bike. The WI 450. I don't know if his is an X or not. Anyway, I'm talking about Jake the Garden Snake now. I will have the brake, the rear brake. Wouldn't it be the rear? Let me see here. Nope, it's the front brake. Oh, wait a second. No, it is the rear brake over here. Yeah, I'm testing on a bike that's hanging up. The rear brake and the clutch. Yeah, because I'm pedal shift. Okay. The rear brake and the clutch and 2 shifters. That being this one and that one. Or the middle and the mid. I'll figure that out later. 2 shifters on this side, 1 on this side. A brake and a clutch, a brake. The front brake. The rear brake and the clutch. 13-minute video. Goodbye.